This November's elections are the first in Indiana since the widespread introduction of chatbots, another name for generative artificial intelligence. Voters who want a quick profile of a candidate can, for the first time, ask a chatbot to scrape the internet and draft a report for them in seconds, potentially saving hours of individual research. Recenter Indiana has asked Google's chatbot, it's called Bard, to create a summary about the Evansville mayor's race. As you know, we've not shared our questions with you in advance, but Recenter Indiana did provide your campaign with that AI-generated profile of you and your opponents. The next few questions are about that profile and your reaction to it. The Bard chatbot told us, and I quote, Rasher is a former Vanderburgh County Commissioner. Terry is a former city council member. As you know, both those statements are false. Natalie Rasher has never held elected office, and you are a current member of the Vanderburgh County Council. What was your reaction when you read that AI-generated profile?
Well, immediate reaction was this is incorrect, and instantly wanted to, clarify that yes, I do have experience in government, and have the qualifications needed to be Evansville's next mayor.
We'll talk some more about that AI profile of the Evansville mayor's race. It also says, and I quote, Rasher is running on a platform of crime reduction, economic development, and infrastructure investment. Terry, you, is running on a platform of affordable housing, education reform, and environmental protection. From your perspective, is that a fair characterization?
For the most part, it is fair. Again, environmental protection, I think, is going to be something that has come up and is important to local residents. But would I say it's in the top three? Probably not so much, as, again, economic growth, public safety, and neighborhood development is some of the top three that have surfaced to the top.
In fact, everybody's top 3 or 4 appears to be the same among you and the Republicans.
For the most part.
One more question on that AI-generated summary about this campaign. We asked the Bard chatbot, how do the values of the candidates differ? In response to that question, the chatbot did not give us a concise overview, as it has in at least another race. Instead, it gave us more details, some of which appear to attribute positions to the wrong candidate. Here's an example, and I quote, Terry believes that the best way to address infrastructure is to invest in public transportation and to make the city more walkable and bikeable. In our research, help us here now, we found that you want to ensure that, as you put it, this is a city that works for everyone. But Natalie Rasher is the candidate who has spotlighted the importance of public transportation. Her website says, and I quote, our city needs a revitalized bus system to serve all our citizens. And our research has not turned up anything from either of you on walkability or bikeability. It's certainly possible we missed something, but it's also possible that the chatbot just made stuff up. What does it look like to you?
No, I wouldn't say they've made anything up, but certainly I think it's important that we continue to build out, look at opportunities where we can advance our complete streets plan. And that does be in a more bike friendly, more walkable community. And, public transit is also, a key piece of that as well. I'm excited. Currently, we're offering our senior population free rides until the end of the year. We were able to do that in partnership with a local council on aging. And so it's that type of innovative, partnerships that have to happen to ensure, again, to meet the needs of our community. But I strongly believe that, the more friendly our roadways can be, that, we're going to help hopefully reduce costs and what people have to spend to move about in our city, but then also just make it overall more attractive for business to come.
Recenter Indiana, in fact, asked Bard to profile this fall's mayor's races in 3 Hoosier cities. Evansville is just one of them. All of those profiles included glaring mistakes, including, for instance, saying that mayors were term limited, and that's the reason they were not seeking re-election. In Evansville, as in Carmel, that's simply not the case. What's your advice to voters for making sure that the candidate information they get is reliable?
Yeah, I think more than anything, I think as much as you can, definitely go to the candidate's website, but, listen to platforms such as what you're going to be offering for voters, attend as many community forums as possible. I've actually took it upon myself as part of my campaign, and I launched a listening tour. And so I've been to all of our city wards. My last one is this Saturday, and we've sat in some backyards, we've sat in local parks and really just talked about our ideas, our dreams and challenges in this community. And so that one, people feel heard. And then this will also help me speak into my vision for the community. I want to be sure that before I rolled out a plan for Evansville, that I've heard from the residents directly. And so that will give me that vital input in sharing that here in the very short term.